Hello everyone, my name is David Perez from SymFinTek, and in today's video we are going to talk about the person role incentive entity inside the Commissions Conductor for Acumatica. Getting back into our commission flow, we have reviewed already the person, the role, the incentive, the person and role relationship, and the role incentive relationship entities. Okay, so far we have person role entities defined and role incentive entities defined. So as we have mentioned at the beginning of this series of videos, the final entity that is going to receive commissions on is the person role incentive entity. That is the combination of a person under a specific role related to an incentive. When a person role and an incentive are related to an invoice or a sales order, they are going to start getting commissions at the time the calculate commission process is triggered. Okay, so in today's video we're going to talk about the person role incentive entity. Getting into the person role incentive entity, we're going to have this list, this primary list, that is going to display all the active versions, okay, for all the people playing a role and the relationship with the incentive. Something important about the person role incentive is that they can have versions, okay? And the version can start in different periods, okay? So as the incentive filters versions, okay, the person role incentive can have versions in the same way. Actually, a person can have different commission rate structure depending on or being applied under different periods of time. Okay? So let's set an example. So for instance, for Eddie Killian and the consumer incentive. The consumer incentive is incentive that we have used in our prior video when we reviewed the role incentive template entity. Okay? So right now the screen is disabled because we have a version that is in an active status. Just as the incentive filters, once a version is under the active status, you cannot modify it. This is because the Commissions Conductor keeps the exact information used in order to generate the commission records. Okay? This doesn't mean that Eric, okay, playing the salesperson role and related to the consumer incentive cannot have a customized commission rates structure. Right now, this rate structure is equal to the role incentive template related, but we can always create a new version. This new version is going to start being applied in 2024, okay? And we are going to perform a few tweaks, okay? So the default commission percentage is going to be 0.5. The minimum commission rate for the tiers is going to be 1.25. And this one over here, we're going to increase it to 3%. And this one over here, we're going to increase it to 6%. We're going to save these changes. And now we can see how this commission rate structure is different from the one defined in the role incentive template related. If we get back into our prior commissions structure, this one over here, okay, we can see how this version over here is still active. Now we are going to get back into our commission structure number 3, the one that we have modified, and we're going to hit on the active version bottom, okay? So now this version is going to start being active for the period of 2024 month 1. And if we get back into the version number 1, now the version number 1 has an expiration date. This works in a similar way as incentive filters versions, okay? And the idea of this is that a person can have different commission rates over the time. This is as easy as getting into a personal role incentive entity, okay? For instance, let's jump again into the number 3. Creating a new version, selecting which is the period we want this to start being active on, and tweaking, okay, the different parameters that we want to start being applied. If for some reason we want to get back into the role incentive template definition, we can restore the values, okay? So right now, when clicking this button, this configuration is going to be the same as the one defined in the role incentive related. So that's all for the person role incentive entity discussion. And now we're ready to start calculating commissions. Thank you for watching this video and see you in the next one.